Hey y'all, it's Taylor from Tattooed Teacher Plans. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a wellness plan with me. It has been a while. I don't even know when the last one was. It was months ago. So I have a brand new wellness log because I have actually gone through this one, which this is my EC on the go folio. And this one, I am on the very last week of it. And yeah. It's done me well. Here is the current week right here, but it is time to move on to a new one. So I thought today I would do something a little bit different. Usually I use my iPad to look up recipes on Pinterest and stuff that I already have pinned. This week I am going to go there for ideas, but before I do that, I think I'm going to go through this one and just get some ideas of things that I liked in the past and things that seem to work really well, and I'm going to kind of recycle some recipes and stuff. So I'm excited to do that. I'm excited to be in my new wellness log. I always like to start something new. Every planner girl loves like a new journal or whatever. So, and this one's super pretty. I like this cover too, but this one is gorgeous. I have the ECLP cover in this pattern. It's so pretty. So, and I really like this quote as well. Energy flows where attention goes, because this helps me when I stick to it and when I plan everything out. And I really believe in this. I think this is really good for someone who is really focused on their goals, who needs organization. Perhaps you are doing this like by yourself, because if you have a family, the meal planning and stuff, unless you're like meal planning for yourself, this might be a little more difficult, and maybe the meal planner would be better for you. But it's just me, and I really, really like this because it's like completely individualized for me. All right, so if you've never seen this before, it has several sections. So the first part is where you put in your like starting point, your goals and stuff like this. I will fill this out later. And then it goes into 6 weeks of the daily spreads. So you have the activity and your habits. And then you have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks over here on the meal planning page. And I do love that it's a Monday start. And I do add an extra column in here. You'll see that when I get my page set up and stuff. But I do really, really like this setup. I also use this space up here, or I have been lately. I'm going to continue doing that. I did take a break from the wellness log unintentionally when I broke my wrist, but I am feeling a lot better. I've got my brace off. I am healing, and I'm not where I want to be flexibility-wise, but that's just something I have to be patient about. So once you pass 6 weeks worth of spreads, you get to a monthly progress page to kind of just like check in with yourself. And then there's another 6 weeks, and I think there's like, I don't know how many sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 months. And then you get little stickers in the back. These are cute. This comes with every petite planner. You get a little sheet of those and the little pocket. I love the pocket too, because sometimes I'll just throw like recipe ideas in here or something. And then at the very end, you have a couple of notes pages and kind of your last little monthly check-in page. So I really love this. I'm excited. Let's look in here real quick before we jump into my actual meal planning. I do love to add a few little stickers here and there and a little bit of lettering. I have been adding a couple of habit trackers lately, and I enjoy that. When I have like blanks like this, you can tell like I completely gave up on this week. Or I think I was traveling this week. But I like to use colored pens. It's just kind of fun to make it a little bit more, me. But I love the Happy Planner food book. That one's really fun. Let me grab it real quick. It's the yellow one. It has tons of food stickers in it. It's really fun. But today I'm going to be using this one. And this is the farmhouse. And I just like the vibes of this one. And I think it'll be cute. So I'm going to add maybe a little quote sticker. We'll just see how it goes. I have 2 pens also. I've got my gray mild liner, and then I've got this fun one that I got when I was in New York, the Jelly Roll Gold. It's so unique and cool. It's like a green, bluish green color with a gold in it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just really pretty, and I think it goes with the colors in this sticker book. And then I have my iPad right here, which I will look up some ideas if I need to, and then we're going to kind of look through here to see what I can put in here. I'm excited about this. So let's just jump right in. I'm going to kind of switch to a voiceover because I tend to have a lot of thinking time, and I can cut that out so you can just kind of see the process. So let's get started. Okay, so first things first is I'm going to write my name in this. I don't know why, because it really doesn't matter, but I just wanted to use this pen, and this is when I realized that this pen is a little bit more juicy than I thought it was going to be, because I wrote with this earlier and it was fine, and now it's like intense. So for this page, I knew that it didn't matter if it bled through, because the previous page is like something that I don't necessarily use that much. So I did write on it on this page here, but on the other side, I'm going to switch to my mild liner, the like marker side of it. So not ideal for me, but whatever. So what I'm doing here is I'm making a little extra column for myself, and then I divided up each box into 2. So the top box is for my closing my rings, and then the bottom is for doing my PT exercises. It's just a quick way to kind of keep me accountable on those things. And then here I'm just going through this Farmhouse Happy Planner book looking for a couple of stickers. I like to come up with a word for the week, and also put like a short little quote about fitness or health or whatever. And then I'm putting in this little full box over here, and I'm covering up the snack column and the part of the dinner column, and I stop at Thursday because I am planning this week to eat the same thing, so covering up those is like not a big deal. And then so my word was consistency, and then I'm trying to find a quote that kind of goes with that. So I looked up on Pinterest and I found one that I liked, but it turns out with this pen, I can't write very small, and it was too long. So I'm going to rip up this sticker, I'm going to put down a different one, and I'm going to find a different quote that's a little bit shorter. I wanted to use that burlap pattern, but there weren't any more that looked like that. So I just kind of had to make it work here. And I did find a quote that was a little bit shorter than that previous one. It says, "It doesn't get easier, you get stronger," which is all I'm really working on right now, is just building strength back. So here I'm just looking through my old spreads in my old wellness log, and I'm just looking for ideas and remembering things that I liked. So there's certain recipes that I kind of just fall back on pretty frequently. Taco salad is one of them, just because it's really easy to put together, and especially when school is in session, I get home and I'm kind of tired. So I'm just looking through and finding a lunch and a dinner that I can have for the weekdays. And for lunch, I decided on tuna and brown rice, along with some grapefruit and some yogurt. I need some vegetables in there, but I kind of get those with my taco salad. But yeah, I could use some more vegetables this week. I'm not a huge fan of vegetables. I love roasted vegetables, but for this week, this was like my first full week back at school every single day, and I wanted something really, really easy. So that's why I went with these 2 recipes. They're not the best, and they're certainly not my favorites. They're just the easiest. So that's what I was going for this week. And then I'm doing a fast in the morning. And then I like to do a little prep list over here in the snack column, and I just kind of figure out what I need to prep for the week, and I usually do that on Sunday evening. So I'm just going into my leftovers and grabbing a couple of habit trackers. So this week I am tracking wearing my watch and flossing. those two things, for some reason, I need to be able to check off every day. So that's why I have those. Okay, so over here is where I'm going to put in my workouts, plus like how much time or how many miles I ran or whatever. The top box for each day is if I closed my rings or not, or which rings I did close, and then if I did my PT exercises for my wrist for this day, which I'm supposed to do it 3 times a day. I try to do it more, but I definitely have to do the minimum of 3. Water intake, I don't put the number, I just put a check mark if I drink enough water, check minus if not. Steps, I fill those in later, like at the end of the week, and then hours slept, I note that as well, because usually I can like predict if a migraine is going to come, or like if something is off that like I don't realize, like I'm just like feeling down or whatever. I can look at my sleep and usually tell that. Okay, over here on this side, oh, by the way, my word of this week is consistency. And my little quote here says, it doesn't get easier, you get stronger. This pen was a little more juicy than I was expecting it to be. I wrote with this yesterday and it did not do that to me, but now all of a sudden it wants to like throw all the ink at me. So I switched to this, which I don't love, but I didn't want to write in black or anything, so I just went with it. Okay, on this side, I have my quote up here. For breakfast this week, I'm going to fast in the mornings, do a little 16-hour fast. That's usually easy, especially if I'm getting back into my routine, which, if you don't know, I am a full-time teacher, and we are going back to work full-time this week. I've been at school like off and on, but not like on an actual schedule. So 16 hours is way easier than doing like a 24 or whatever. So AM fast for the weekday mornings, and then for lunch all week, I'm going to have tuna with some spices. I love the Trader Joe's everything bagel seasoning. It's so good, and it's good on everything. And I'm going to throw some of that into some tuna and brown rice just to give it some flavor. And then I'm going to have some grapefruit and some Greek yogurt for a little protein and some calcium. And then over here for dinners, I'm going to have taco salad. So I'm going to go on Monday to pick up some fresh lettuce and probably some fruit. I should add some fruit on here because my grocery store that I love to go to for fruits and veggies, they have Fredericksburg peaches, which if you're not from Texas, you don't understand the power of the Fredericksburg peach. I had some last week and I'm like obsessed with them. So hopefully they still have some, and I'm going to pick up some, but I'll probably add fruit to this little list here. Okay, back to the salad. So I'm going to have a taco salad, and I'm like off and on in here. I did weekday vegetarian, which I do love, but it's kind of an energy zapper sometimes if I am doing harder workouts, which I have been trying to push myself. I've been seeing some results lately, so that's motivation. Just kind of snowballed. So I can't do vegetarian like all the time, just my body, but I do try to cut out meat where I can. So I'm going to do black beans, avocado, some shredded cheddar cheese, some salsa, some sour cream, and I thought about corn, but I'm not a huge corn fan, but I think this is good. Keep it simple. It's easy to make. And then for snacks, some kefir. This is weird, but I use it for my like workout, like pre-workout thing, because it has some protein in it. It's really thick. It like coats my stomach, and it like if I'm hungry, it like takes the hunger, twinge off, and I love it. It's good. It's delicious, and it has lots of good stuff in it. Good probiotics. And lentil chips here and some dark chocolate, and I'll add some fruit there. I need to prep my lunches on Sunday, and I need to prep the black beans. I'm going to do some seasonings, and I'll just put all of them into a bowl and keep that in the fridge for the whole week so I don't have to do it every day. And then down here at the very bottom, I have 2 habit trackers this week, wearing my Apple Watch and flossing every night, because if I don't have a place to check it off for some reason, I don't do it. I don't know what my deal is with flossing, but if I have a place to check, I'm good. So I think that is everything for this week's wellness plan with me. I hope that you enjoyed this, got some ideas, or you kind of learned more about this book in particular. But I love it, and I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!